Hey neighbor, welcome back to Beyond ARTV. My name is John and it's time for another year-end countdown as a part of our 2019 series. It's the top 15 best music videos of the year. There's obviously a lot of great videos each and every year, and at times I feel maybe sometimes I overlook or forget to check out some of the great ones. I tried to check out a pretty diverse selection of music videos and short films this year, and I was impressed with a lot of what I was seeing, but it wasn't until the later months of the year that I really started to uncover and discover some of the ones that actually made my list. I do hope that you guys enjoy the video today. If you do, then please drop a like on it. Let me know in the comments section down below, what was your favorite music video of 2019? And if you happen to be new to my channel, then please hit that subscribe button. If you've already been sticking around, thank you so much. Consider picking up some merch or donating on Patreon. Top 2 links down below. Let's get right into the countdown. Kicking off our list at number 15, Weezer were kind enough to actually appear in their own music video for once. This is of course the video for High as a Kite. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is obviously the homage that's being paid here, but with an updated twist in the sense that Rivers Cuomo is making children cry. Now, some would argue that he's been doing that since 1994, but what actually is going on here is that he's destroying neighborhoods, apparently, and children are freaking out. It doesn't start that way. It's all innocent at first. In fact, I really love seeing Rivers and company in that situation. It just kind of has a nice homey feel to it, especially if you grew up watching Mr. Rogers like I did, and then slowly, as the song kicks it into gear, the second verse, second chorus, and especially the bridge of the track, they just start ramping it up and destroying things, the lighting changes, children are crying, parents are taking the kids out and leaving, and that's it. Broadcast public access TV, maybe not for you Weezer, but this video was certainly entertaining and funny as hell. Number 14, Rainbow by country artist KACEY Musgraves. This is an incredibly poignant tune. In fact, Golden Hour was my album of the year for 2018, as a lot of you will probably recall. This is a very emotionally poignant and striking tune, and Rainbow always did strike a chord with me, but the video does such a fantastic job at accenting the fact that hope is right over your head. It shows a lot of different people here, from somebody, a young man struggling to come out to his probably not so accepting parents, and also an elderly woman, somebody who just gave birth, a new mother, and somebody struggling with alcoholism. There's a lot of dark themes, but the rainbow, the guardian angel, being KACEY Musgraves in this situation, is the rainbow that's just above your head that maybe you don't know is there, but if you would just look up from time to time, you would realize that maybe hope isn't so far out of reach. We got a smoke show over here at number 13. What a song, DAPHNE Blue by the band CAMINO. 2 frontmen in this group. Didn't know that until I watched this video, but I can definitely see the differences in their voices now. I think I love this video so much, not only because of the unique camera movements, I love the way that we just kind of intertwine some of these shots and how things change. Great transitions, but I also really love the use of water from the paintings that are shown on the wall and the way that that moves into pools and kind of an 80s aesthetic. The guitar solo in the pool, it's badass, and it shows off like the love romance angle, but also just the playing style. Everything blends together modern techniques with old homages to a decade gone by. The number 12 position goes to Rebel Girl by Angels and Airwaves. This was their comeback single. In fact, an album is coming out in 2020. It'll be their first full-length since The Dreamwalker in 2014. This song is really catchy. It grew on me a lot, but perhaps even better for me at least is this video. It's set in the 2000s, you can kind of tell because of the cell phones, the technology that's used in this shot, but also we see boy likes girl, girl is dating motorcycle guy, and boy didn't know that. Then he gets jealous, but he was over at girl's house helping her with her homework, and then he just kind of loses his mind after he realizes that he's never going to be with her. It's jealousy, but it blows up in such a great way. I love the fact that it's intentionally over the top, kind of hilarious, and then he just kind of melts down and it's like blood and everything all over the walls. She comes back home and she's like, what the fuck is going on here? But then again, it's just homework, right? It's the dog. The dog ate it. Number 11, Creeper, Born Cold. I'm so excited that this band are back, and I wish more people knew about them because holy shit, this video does not have enough views at all. It is technically a performance video, but I'm getting major 2006 AFI vibes from this, like December Underground, Davey Havoc, the makeup on Will Gould, the frontman of Creeper. It's incredible, the detail, and obviously, purple being my favorite color, I'm loving the purple guitar, the makeup, everything. I think that Hannah and Will especially really popped in this video. The keys are incredible on this track. And then the trees in the background, that again reminds me of like the album cover and the background and everything with the design for that AFI 2006 release, December Underground. But also, it went a step above and below because it looks like the upside down in places, especially with that water splashing. Stranger Things, anyone? You know those videos that are pretty weird on paper with their concept, but also mildly addicting, one of those things that you can't really look away from and you just keep getting drawn back to play over and over again? That's Unsainted by Slipknot, that's grabbing my number 10 position. This uses a lot of religious imagery, obviously to go along with the title, the theme, unsainted, martyrs are mentioned, everything like that, and Clown from the actual band directed this clip, and I think he did a great job at getting these menacing shots of the members with like a cathedral, stained glass windows in the background, and then at the end, kind of the jaw-dropping moment when everything really gets heavy, heavy, heavy. We see the reveal of these stone pillars, or perhaps pillars of salt. My personal theory is that maybe they are pillars of salt, and this was meant to refer to obviously Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible. Not looking back, unless you want to get turned into a pillar of salt, maybe that's what happened, or maybe it's a stone effigy. Whatever reason it is, when Corey Taylor sets the stone version of himself on fire, that's just kind of like a hands up, whoa, what just happened there, but that was awesome kind of moment. At number 9, we get something that feels very 90s, which kind of makes sense in an odd way. This is a very sleek video that Miley Cyrus has for Slide Away, which is a breakup track. Her public split with husband Liam Hemsworth was kind of a big deal. It's showcased really vividly in this video. I like the use of some slow-mo shots where it looks like Miley is just kind of standing there and then the background is going in time-lapse mode for the party that she's at. It reminds me of the 90s, maybe something like Natalie Imbruglia. I think that's how you say her name, Torn. I just thought it did a great job at kind of showcasing the heartbreak, but also pain and frustration that you feel after this relationship fell apart. You put so much into it and you kind of know that that person has pieces of you, even though they don't define you. And this video just did some great close-ups. I loved the lighting on Miley in the pool, everything like that. It just came together in a nice way. It was unexpected because I'm not always on board with her music, but this track definitely rules, and the video definitely did it justice. Acid tripping with the English psychedelic rock band Temples. It's a beautiful thing. Drugs are slipped into your system and then you enter the club. That is the setup for the music video for You're Either On Something, probably my favorite tune from their newest album, Hot Motion. Definitely give that a spin if you haven't already, because this band are so underrated. I am kind of fascinated by this video though, because obviously we've probably seen the concept of, oh, I'm on something, the room is spinning. But this is just kind of a hysterical look at it and how the night kind of gets away from you. It was 3 hours past midnight as the song reveals in its lyrics, and we definitely feel that late time zone because everybody starts to look a little bit different and they're pulling out some crazy moves. I'm not just referring to dancing. This one's a trip. You kind of have to experience it for yourself. Moving into the top 7, we have the music video for Social Climb by I Don't Know How, But They Found Me. Dallin Weekes and Ryan Seaman show how they can move up the social ladder, which is what this song's commentary is all about, but the way that they execute with the video, it's so tongue-in-cheek, it's marvelous. I love the sarcasm that's practically bleeding out of this one. and we can see the various shots of the band performing. Also, a few Illuminati-esque things that kind of refer to the fact that maybe this is kind of cult-like and not exactly normal. It's just in a big mansion, a big party almost. And then we see this kind of white skeleton figure in the background. I don't know entirely what's going on, but I also know that skeleton guy, wasn't he in the video for the opening band? Number 6 is Exits by the British band FOALS. This was the lead single from the first half of their album Everything Not Saved Will Be Lost. And this is pretty much a short film, I think we can call it that. It transcends the idea of a music video. There was clearly a big budget behind this. And as Giannis Philippakis, the lead singer of FOALS, stated, this song is about Brexit, and I think that the government ties are felt in this video, but also it seems about the limitations of self-expression, somebody being contained, not only just the boy and girl that we see here, but society at large. There's a thumb clamping down, and we see fights from swords to everything else, blindfolds. The running scene where they're going blindfolded through the woods kind of gave me chills. I thought that was fantastic direction. Overall, shouts out to Albert Moya that directed this video. It's incredible, it's breathtaking, riveting. The story-driven narrative, without having to rely on dialogue for exposition, is fantastic. This video floored me. Definitely check it out and tune in for the entire 6+ minutes because you're not going to want to look away.
What am I supposed to say? Like troubling vertebrae is bound to snap. Never help me stand up straight. The clock arms away, time away.
Tiny Moving Parts killed it with the video for Vertebrae, my number 5 pick. This is a hilarious, well-executed concept. We see them performing for like a public broadcast thing. It looks like they're playing to a small local station. And then you've got, instead of, you know, adults working their jobs, kids actually trying to do everything from holding up the boom arm microphone to doing the behind the scenes. They're shown drinking coffee, trying to hold things, but they're kids, so obviously they can't do everything up to par. It's really funny in the way that it plays out. Everything obviously turns into a disaster, including the fact that the boom mic is dropped straight into the lead singer Dylan. First a bloody nose, now a bloody lip. This poor guy can't catch a break. I brought up Bloody Nose for a reason. The video for that was also amazing. It was just like inches away from making my list, but I decided to go with Vertebrae. But I love that one as well. The design was awesome. I love the fact that the band members were behind the scenes controlling everything there. The fire, the way they ended the video, everything was awesome. Vertebrae just slightly beat it out.
She said when things start getting better, God, they might be getting worse, and I'm always full.
Performance videos that elevate above the norm are absolutely incredible because it proves that something can be done to not make them so damn flaccid and boring. And number 4, we have White Reaper, a band that I'm incredibly excited about with their hit single Might Be Right. I think I have so much disdain for, say, a video like the Foo Fighters' Rope, because that incredible song deserves a great video instead of just this bland color palette with these boring shots that are just rotated over and over again. And with the case of White Reaper, we actually see something that calls back to, say, the 2000s. It looks like you're almost watching a Strokes video with the editing choices. We see so many different colors, everything from their basses, their keyboardist, and the lead singer being stitched together, and during the verses we see those type of shots, and then it cuts to the wide shot of the band performing during the chorus. It shows off that red background, that awesome White Reaper neon light. It looks so aesthetically pleasing, it just chomps down on you and you can't look away. I love this, and the music might even remind you of the Strokes, so if you haven't checked out this song yet, you're doing yourself a disservice.
How many times did you ride a lot? How many niggas done died a lot? How many times did you cheat a lot? How many times did you lie a lot?
Closer and closer to the top we go. 21 Savage at number 3 with A Lot featuring J. Cole. This is a great song, one of my favorites of the year actually, and J. Cole and 21 Savage, their chemistry is off the charts here. I love the fact that this song just elevated 21, but this song in particular won me over and showed that there was more to this artist. Now, there was a lot of controversy surrounding this video because there was an extended verse, and I think the attention needs to be brought back to this video because it was released on the first day of Black History Month. It shows everyone in a mansion looking well-to-do, everybody seems happy and wealthy, everyone's conversing with each other, but it starts cutting back to these flashbacks showing the struggle that it took to get there. I think a lot of times we see somebody in a suit and tie, we assume that they've got the best life and that everything's always been silver spoon for them. But no, behind the scenes sometimes hearts are breaking, families are falling apart, and you don't know what it took to actually get there. Surrender now, we're prepared to fight! Dylan Minnette from Wallows, that's right! This cheeky video for the single Scrawny made me laugh and think back to simpler times when music videos didn't always have to be insanely serious or over-the-top dark depictions of whatever the song was. This is a fun, well-colored video. I love the uses of red. Everything lines up. It's just very pleasing once again, but it doesn't feel like it's trying too hard. I also love the scene of Dylan just on the piano playing with a boxing glove looking deadpan right at the camera. Dylan Minnette fighting this giant guy in the ring, basically getting his head punched off. It's just funny to see what he's willing to put himself up against. Scrawny motherfucker with a cool hairstyle. Have that confidence in yourself, buddy. Before I reveal my pick for the #1 best music video of 2019, I wanted to quickly roll a montage of some of my honorable mentions. Videos that were just outside of the top 15 that were also awesome in some way. Alright, enough teasing. Roll it. #1. Without a doubt, my favorite music video of the year, the art that made me feel the most in a myriad of different ways as I saw the process of life, death, and rebirth and everything in between, and the incredible art direction from Sarah Schmidt. This video was for Rose Quartz and Fulton Street 1 by the band La Dispute. Sarah created and animated this entire video, and I really noted her dedication to making sure that it fit the sound of the band as she took the time to find inspiration by driving on an open road in the Midwest and just spending a lot of time listening to their music, sifting through their sound, talking to their fans to see what would really fit for La Dispute. Everything about this, from the cycle of life, death, and rebirth that I mentioned to the haunting eyes of the deer, the explosive crash shown from multiple angles, the way that the color palettes are used in a kind of unique way, the boiling point where Jordan sings, "Will I ever put flowers by the street?" It gives me chills. There's so many intense moments in this video that will send it over the moon for you, but you have to be in that zone. You have to be staring straight into its eyes. It's something that I genuinely feel can make you sob, but also see a lot of beautiful but nightmarish things at the same time. Well done to anybody and all involved, from the band to Sarah to anybody else who worked on this production, because it's a fucking masterpiece. Thank you so much for tuning into my top 15 favorite music videos of 2019. I would love to know what you think of my list in the comments section down below, in addition to letting me know your favorite music videos of the year, what really stood out to you. Anyways, any and all thoughts are welcome down below. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, help me get this to 1,000 likes to support the year-end content, and if you would like to help support ARTV even further, then hit the top 2 links down below for my Patreon or for ARTV merch. Subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified when I upload more year-end content like this, and if you want to see all of my year-end videos in one convenient playlist, then you can tap this card right here. If you want to see my favorite music videos of 2018, then tap right over here, or connect with me on social media at all of the links that you see here on screen at the links in the description down below. Other than that, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon for more on Beyond ARTV.